It's another great day, time to look at all the VR games coming out soon. Wow, it's like nothing ever changed. The VR drought is insane at the moment. There's quite literally nothing to look forward to, except for that Into the Radius sequel, which still probably isn't coming out for at least another 2 years. So my favorite pastime recently has been to look on Steam and search for underrated and overlooked VR games, and I found a couple that really need more love. Well, there's some I'll eventually talk about. Today I'm here to talk about probably one of my favorite VR games ever, Broken Edge. Take a guess what this game's about. For a bit of context, I've actually talked about Broken Edge before a couple months ago. Although that video was during my Burnout era, where I put little effort into the title and thumbnail, leading it to not only flop hard, but also being the video that I've probably put the least effort into ever. We don't talk about the Burnout era. Anyways, I don't feel like I've done this game the justice it's deserved, so we're running it back long dick style real quick and talking about this game again. Oh, never mind, that's not fair.
Hey.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait, let me get you some. Back up. I don't remember exactly how I discovered this game, although I think it happened during a shopping session with one of my friends, Daychamp, aka 99. We were looking for some multiplayer VR games to sink our teeth into, and somewhere along the way we came across this little game called Broken Edge. It caught my eye mainly because of its cheap price. This game was a mere $10, so I clicked on the page and watched the trailer. I was instantly captivated. The art style, the unique twist the game had on sword fighting, everything instantly grabbed me. I told Daychamp about it and we both agreed to get it. It was late, so I already went to bed, but he actually decided to give it a try in the meantime. I woke up, and to say I wasn't surprised would be an understatement. I don't remember if it was via text or in a call, but 99 informed me that this game might just be one of his favorite VR games ever made. So I was like, fuck it, I need to play this thing right now. So, I booted it up. Alright, enough edging you guys with build-up. Just what the hell is a Broken Edge? Broken Edge was a game that released relatively recently, being almost a year old. Look at you, buddy, about to have your first birthday. I knew you could do it. While everybody was busy with their gold-coated Bone Lab steak last year, I was over here chowing down on some Broken Edge. Broken Edge is a sword fighter with a twist. You see, sword fighting in VR hasn't been done in a super traditional sense, like 1v1 fencing, because honestly, things just get really weird. Colliding swords is kind of impossible due to the whole real-life thing preventing your hand from moving once it's been stopped by an external force. There's a lot of other reasons why traditional 1v1 sword fighting just won't really work unless it's with NPCs. The devs thought this and realized, alright, we know this is impossible, we're not going to try this, but what if we just changed a few things, flipped a few things on its head, make it so we can actually make this possible with no compromises whatsoever. So the fencing format, I'll call it, still stays. You know, a narrow battlefield where people can move back and forth and not so much side to side. I think I just had a voice crack there, but I'm too lazy to re-record that line. Yeah, that format still stays, and opponents slowly approach each other. Each person still has their sword, or swords, daggers, as some characters have their own things, which I'll get to. You can still clash swords, except things get way different from here. Let's take a look at a little visualizer. Sword A's tip hits Sword B in the body, in the middle. Sword A's tip breaks off, but the place on Sword B that was hit by Sword A completely breaks off and up from where it was hit, making Sword B way smaller. This means person A, who has Sword A, now has an advantage because person B with Sword B, meaning it is way easier to hit person B because, you know, common knowledge. This makes the game have a completely different gameplay loop than you would actually expect. Instead for going for the body or head right away, you would ideally go for the sword instead, trying to land a good hit on it to make the opponent more and more defenseless. In a world where big VR games are releasing in underwhelming states and libraries are filled with cookie-cutter experience designed as games, it's just refreshing to see a game with just such a genius and innovative gameplay cycle. There haven't been many VR games as of late that have genuinely made me think, wow, this is really innovative and unique. And even the ones that haven't had the same wow factor. I think I forgot to finish this paragraph. It just says, and even the ones that have... Why does this happen so many times? Why do I just forget to finish my script? I just don't proofread them. Broken Edge also thrives from having several classes to choose from. You can choose from like 7 or something. I don't know. I'm too lazy to research, and writing burnout is starting to happen, but you get the picture. There's a lot of basic classes like the Knight, which has a sword, shield, and secondary dagger. This is your basic guy. This is the basic bitch. You like vanilla ice cream. I do too. Don't worry. But then there's high-risk, high-reward characters like the Tyrant, who only has one sword, so if it breaks, uh-oh. However, to make up for this, the sword is fucking huge, being the largest in the game by far. Then you have the Pirate. What kind of bullshit is the Pirate? Okay, so, alright, most classes have a main sword and 1 to 2 shorter secondary swords. That's fine, that's pretty balanced. Guess what the Pirate has? A sword for the primary, and then for secondaries, an axe, another sword, and a dagger. which, by the way, the dagger is in their mouth, so even if you hit them in the head, there is a large chance it just hits the dagger and the dagger takes a hit. Takes a hit. Not to mention the axe and sword aren't even noticeably smaller like other secondaries as well, so that's fun. I don't actually know the Broken Edge meta, and for all I know, Pirate could be trash somehow. But either way, fuck the Pirate. Fuck you if you play Pirate. I hate you. Now, if you've been paying attention, like you should be, you should have noticed the insane art style this game has by now. This art style is called psychedelic fantasy, or surrealist. It originated by the artist Mobius, and yeah, of course a guy named Mobius made this shit. That is such a Mobius thing. And Mobius is the direct inspiration for Broken Edge's art style. It's a mix of minimal detail mixed with saturated crayons almost. Note, this is being described by not an artist. But looking at the art and the game side by side, it's actually kind of incredible. If you showed me an art piece of Mobius with no prior knowledge, I would think it was Broken Edge. It's almost scary how accurate the translation was, especially considering how everything here is 3D models. I'm a huge fan of this art style, and the way that everything isn't detailed makes it so the focus is put directly onto the fight. Also, fun fact about these arenas you fight in, they're actually based on the character you play as, which is something that had to be pointed out to me a while ago. That's really cool. Anyways, I need to finish up the script as I am beginning to suffer from major writing burnout, at least for today. But today was my self-made deadline for the script, so I kinda brought this on to myself. Real talk though, recently, I got monetized. I want to thank you all so much for this, actually. It's always been my dream to make less than minimum wage for doing things that take way too much time. Oh my... I got you!
Nope.
Wait. No, hey, back up! Back up! No, wait, I don't have a sword! Wait! Can I punch you? Okay, but seriously, actually, thank you. I don't know, how much I'm gonna make from this. Probably not a lot, like, at all. I think I've actually made a total of, $8 right now. Yeah, we're popping the fuck off right now. But either way, it's just a great opportunity. No matter how much I make in the end, it's always gonna be a little bit of flex to say, yeah, look at me, I'm fucking monetized. That's some bullshit. That's actually some bullshit. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. You're cheating. What axe you got on right now? Run that back, but don't cheat. Run that back, but don't cheat this time, alright? Run that back, but don't cheat. Yeah! Anyways, to the people who made it to the end, let's do a fun little thing. I want you guys everybody who's made it to the end of this video, I want you to DM me on Twitter. Yeah, I want you to DM me. That's why I said at ZachTInsomniac on Twitter. And I want you guys just say hi. Just say hi, have a little fun, and we'll have a fun little chat. Unless I'm tired. I will ignore you. There's no guarantee. But hey, I take the gamble. Anyways, fuck you guys. I hate you all.